So when planting a tree, the first thing to consider is the planting season. It's important to plant in the winter time after the first rain in May and then before late August. This season becomes less important if you've installed a watering system. When we're planting a tree, we will be digging a hole which is approximately twice the size of our planter bag. So we excavate a hole, take out the soil. Hello. To a depth which is approximately the same depth as the bag. Into the hole, outside, the girl speckles, we're going to place a little bit of fertilizer and a little bit of lime. The soil here is particularly heavy. It's a clay soil. It's hard, so we are going to break it with a sprinkle of lime. Not much, just enough to, and then some slow release fertilizer. We place this around the outside of where the tree is going to be, so the roots will spread outwards towards the nutriment. When we're removing a tree from the bag, the important thing to remember is to loosen the root ball within the bag just by giving it a gentle squeeze. Tip it over sideways, just wriggle the bag off or tip it upside down like so, and then support the tree and place it in the hole. We're looking for a height which is around about the same height as the surrounding ground. It's important not to hold the stem and pull the bag, or else you'll damage the peripheral roots around the tree. We're going to break in some soil, press it down gently around the base of the tree. Sprinkle in a little bit more lime and fertilizer. Build the level up till it's around about ground level. Oh, lovely worms, our hard-working citizens. And press gently down around the tree. Now what we need to do is to secure the tree with some stakes. So we're going to push them approximately 150 mils off either side of the tree. Let's drive them down into the ground, push them in securely. Just press down lightly with your hands. The soil will settle down. It's important not to push the ground in close to the stem of the tree. So don't under any circumstances put your foot there and stamp around the tree. And we're going to support the tree by placing a soft piece of cloth around the stem of the tree at about 1/3 up the height, and then tying it back to the stakes. So we use soft cloth so that it doesn't chafe the tree, doesn't ring bark the tree. So the bamboo works perfectly for the stakes. And this is a piece of split bamboo, so it's very easy to access. And we just draw it across, not too tight, but just firm so that the tree is going to be supported on either side. It can move a little bit, but can't start ring barking itself at ground level. As you can see, the ground here is quite wet. We don't need to water here. Oh, hello, another little worm. There you go. Down you go, little friend. We don't need to water here, but if your ground is more porous and drier, just when you've planted, and especially if you're towards the end of the season rather than right now in July, in the beginning of the season, or mid-season, I would just water lightly around the tree. And continue to do that every day until you get the next reasonable rain that comes through. Tree planted. Any form of hedging tree we could plant the same way, and we could put them in a line and plant them en masse, and as long as they're well supported, they'll be good healthy trees. These trees will attract lots of native birds, insects, And because they are New Zealand native trees, they will also complement the soil chemistry and the biology of the soil. And trees just like this will create a hedgerow that will complement your home, create privacy, filter the wind, and raise the value of your property. So I trust this simple planting guide has been helpful for you, and I wish you luck with your planting project. And if you need good trees, come to Old Man Nikau Nursery. And that's how you plant a tree.